Hey guys, welcome back, and thank you for all your support in watching my videos and whatnot. I'm going to ask a favor of everybody if they would. There's a link down in the description to go to bigbadtoystore.com, and I believe you might have to copy and paste it into the address bar because I'm not sure if it shows up as a link or not. I'm not too handy with that kind of stuff, but anyway, it would help me a lot if you guys clicked that link or went to that link, you know, whatnot. So please, if you could, after the video, before the video, during the video, whatever, I don't care, just would you mind going to that link? Alright, so anyway, here I have a package, but I also have the two Batman figures that I believe either an episode or 2 episodes back I was talking about. I was comparing them and how this one had 2 right feet or something like that. I can't remember exactly what I said, but what I believe is in this package is another one of the new 52 decoed Batman. I contacted the seller who sold this to me, and I told him what happened. I told him about the foot, and told him, you know, how it wasn't as described, blah blah blah. I don't know. I wrote him a message, right? And he said, well, would you like a replacement or a new one, whatever, you know, free. I didn't have to pay shipping. I didn't have to send this one back, nothing. And I said, yeah, you know, of course. So he said, okay, send it out tomorrow. So I believe that's what's in this package. And if that's not what's in this package, I'm going to feel like an idiot. So I'm pretty sure, though. So I have these 2 Batman figures here just to compare. So we're going to put these 2 off to the side for now. Check this out. It looks pretty good. All the bag is here, and there's no holes or rips or anything. So, is there a pull cord on these things? I believe there's one under here, but it's taped, I think. Yeah, I think that's taped. So, I'm just going to cut it from here. Alright, so, yep. It looks like there's a Batman in there. Nothing else in the bag. Let's see. Looks like there's some tape right here. Ouch. Poked myself. Careful when you're using X-Acto knives. Maybe we should bring this down just a little bit. Okay, so here we have the Batman, and it looks to be pretty good before I take it out. Alright, I'm going to put this off to the side. Okay, so we'll go over this and make sure everything checks out right. The articulation looks good so far. Ab crunch is alright. This looks alright. Waist swivel's okay. Knees fine. Huh. Guess that moves, right? Yeah. Just a little tight. That's good. Good feet placement. Okay. So, and now to look at the bottom of the feet. And it appears that he does have the right feet. Make sure everything else is okay before I compare them. Okay, so here's the old one. I'm noticing something off the bat. Punny. Anyway, there's more gray, blue in the cape on this one than this one. It looks like, at least to me. I don't know about you guys, but... Okay. So... I don't know if you guys can tell here, but I will try and back up the camera just a little bit and then zoom in. Alright. So we got all 4 feet. I think it's pretty obvious that you can tell that this one is a right foot just by the curve on this side of the boot. It's, you know, it's pretty obvious, especially if you put it next to this one. You can definitely tell. See, what threw me off is that this has a stamp on it, and, you know, I don't know exactly what the stamp is. It's just a bunch of numbers and letter, and I think there's just a one letter in there, but I'm guessing it has something to do with approval or completion or something. So it's funny that they would stamp the foot that isn't the right foot. You know, it's like, wouldn't they catch that as they were stamping that foot? You know that you stamp only the right foot, and it's obvious that this foot is a left. I mean, even when he's standing, you can tell that it's a left. I mean, it's not too bad. It's really not a that big of a deal to me. Like, I wouldn't mind just keeping this. It's not like a big thing. It's not something that you can really notice. But now that I'm, you know, comparing them, I can tell. And I'm noticing something else too on the shins. These shins look very even and kind of the same tone. But if you remember, I pointed this out before. Like, look at the very bland black color this is, and then the shininess on this one. Very strange. It just doesn't make sense that somebody would put together a figure like this and say, oh, yeah, that looks right. Why are we not in focus? Oh well, doesn't matter. Well, there it is. So I'm gonna give this guy some good feedback, because he sent me a new figure. Didn't even, cost me the shipping or anything. And he didn't give me a hard time about it. So, alright guys, thanks for checking this out. Alright, really quick, here's some store finds that I got today from my my usual spot when I find some good stuff. I went there specifically for one thing, and it was the Icon's Venom, because I know he had it. And it turns out that a loose one in, like, I don't want to say it's bad condition, but not great condition. You guys hear that? Anyway, not the greatest condition, and I know it was like really dirty and stuff and dusty, and it would have took a little bit elbow grease just to get it back to looking good. He wanted $40 for it, and that may be a good price, but not for me, And then he had one in mitten box. He wanted $68 for it, and I was like, I really don't need it that bad. It's like one of those, maybe you guys are saying, oh man, you should have grabbed that, but it'll probably be there. Maybe I can talk him down another time, but yeah, I wasn't real happy with him today, specifically because I don't know if I've said it before with you guys, but he had a Trigon there, the Build-A-Figure, or Collecting Connect. Man, I couldn't say that. And he wanted originally he told me 15 for it, and I was like, well, if I didn't already spend all my money, I would have bought that. You know, that was the last time I was there. So when I went back, you know, to get that and the Venom, he had his buddy working, and I told him, I was like, look, man, he told me 15 last time on this. I was like, there's a price tag on the bottom of the foot. If it's still 15, I'll take it. He picked it up. Price tag on the bottom of the foot was 30. And he said, hold on, let me call him again and see what he says. And he tried telling me 25 this time. I think that's really bad business, especially since I go there all the time. And, you know, maybe the figure is worth $25, maybe it's worth 30, maybe it's worth even more than that. I don't care. It's the fact that he already told me it was one price, and he knew what price it was when he was there when he told me. He looked at the bottom of the foot, he saw that it said what it said, and he told me, you know, 15 at the time. I just don't know if I want to give him any more business just now. So I went the cheap route. What you see here is obviously the Fantastic Four movie Invisible Woman, completely invisible. Wanted to get her middle card because I know she starts to yellow after a while, so I wanted to make sure that I got her sealed so that she hasn't oxidized as much as JC, stop messaging me while I'm doing a video. Come on, man. You should know this stuff. Anyway. Yeah, she starts to turn yellow, and it's just, you know, gross. So anyway, she was only $6. Pretty cool. And then we got Aslan, this amazing, fully articulated lion that I've never seen in my life. I did not know this existed. I saw him just hanging there in a bag, and I was like, wow, you know, $6 for this guy too. Only downside is that he needs a lot of love. He's got this stain on him on his back, and he's got it somewhere else. Oh yeah, on his arm, and his tail is falling off. It's a rubbery tail, and the paint's missing from that. There's paint rub all over, you know, off his face. He has no nose anymore. I mean, other than that, like, he's all there, so I am gonna paint him, which is cool. And you know, $6 when this figure, which I looked it up recently, I looked it up just a couple minutes before I did this video. It was like going for $30. So yeah, glad I found him. He has no paint detail down here either, so, or over here, so I want to be sure to give him some nice new paint. But the cool thing about this, man, he's got articulation everywhere. Tail, toes in the back. I guess you would call this like the knee-ish area, or maybe, I don't know, the backwards knee, and that's the forward knee. I don't know what they call that on animals, but he's got that. He's got hips. He's got a waist joint. Come on, man. Look at that. That's awesome. You know, so he can like do that whole stand-up thing that he does. I don't know. I've never really seen much of Chronicles of Narnia. Anyway, so he's got that. He's got this other joint right here. Kind of moves like side to side a little bit and up and down. He's got a separate head joint. He's got a jaw. He's got upper arm, this elbow-ish thing, this lower part. And the coolest thing, which I think is very strange though at the same time, and he doesn't really need it, is that he has not individual, but like two toes on two separate joints. So he's like kind of doing like the whole Spock thing. It's kind of cool though, you know, and he can grip down and he can grip up, I guess. But really, really cool. The only thing he's missing, and I know I'd hate to complain kind of, is that he needs joints in the hips and in the shoulders to go out, because he's got these legs that are so close together, and it just needs to go out. Just like the wolves. The wolves need to go out too. Okay, done. All right, Kmart pickup. The Hobbit Warg thing is still $10. There's a little price tag down there. Pretty sure it'll be dropped even lower because there's still so many that I've seen, and I think I'm the only one who's buying them. So go check your Kmarts and get these guys. Are pretty cool. And then I never thought I would find a Batgirl, but you know, of all places, I found it at Kmart. So pretty cool. Yep, that's pretty much it for this week. I got 2 more of these Joker thugs, and I decided to just mess around and start painting like variations, different faces on them. I only worked on 2 so far, so I'll show you guys what that looks like. This one I did first. Let me see if I can get the focus. There we go. This one I did first. I just added like a green hairpiece and eyebrows and tears and red lips. And I did a heavy wash on him just to see how well the wash brings out the detail. So it may look a little heavy to you guys. So, but I'm okay with it. And then I just finished up this one over here. He looks very mean, especially with the blue eyes, or the blue things around his eyes. He's got a beard and orange eyebrows and a red nose. It's kind of hard to tell, but his nose is red. And he's got a little bit of a lighter wash on him, as you can tell, than the other one. It seems to pick up really well around the ears when you do a wash on them. But I have 8 of these guys now, so I plan on doing all of them, probably but one. And maybe I'll paint, like shoes, like different shoes and different shirts and stuff. I don't know exactly yet, but right now I'm just working with the faces because I think it just makes them look cool. They look like they're all different, so yeah, so 7 of them are gonna get painted, and then one's just gonna remain original, just so that they're all kind of different. But the only problem that I'm gonna have is working with the hair in the back, because it's all green from Joker, Joker's hair, because this is when Joker dresses up like the Gotham thugs, or Joker thugs, whatever. So we'll see how that turns out. Maybe next week I'll have an update for you guys. I don't have an update for the Doctor Doom because I didn't go out and get the foam for him yet, so he's still the same and his base is not done yet. So here's my workspace. That's my palette. Here's my package wrapper thingy as a palette. It works pretty well, so it's better than dirty and like a plate or using a paper plate. So I just use stuff that is around me, and then there's some of my signature neon paints. And my phone just hanging out. Yeah, so this is pretty much my workspace for now. Phone just vibrated, and the computer's not on. So, all right. Thank you guys for watching, and thank you for your support as always. Don't forget to comment, rate, and subscribe. Add me on Facebook, and follow me on Twitter. Or not Twitter. I don't have one of those. Follow me on Instagram. It's fun. I do post a lot of pictures on there. And I do usually sync them up with my Facebook. So you'll see them on there too. So yeah. Thank you guys.